Taiwan, we the Hebrew Israelites, Chicago branch, GMS. Before we get started, though, like always, we want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Ruchakadash.
To the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York. We want to send double honors because they do it well. The brothers around the world push this truth uncut on purpose. It is good, the bad, and the ugly of the scriptures, correctly breaking down the prophecies, the interaction, declaring war on the planet. We send salutations. We hope this is edifying. Jump off. Yeah, and speak up, man. I don't want to be going back to checking our lessons, and I got dead spots because I can't hear y'all.
This is Proverbs 1, and you want me to start at 24? There's Proverbs 1 and 24. Salaki, I'm gonna start at 22. Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? And scorners delight in the scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Because hey, we're coming into some real times where you got to understand that the only thing that's gonna matter in that day is the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. No matter how much your degrees, you went to high school, you went to college, you went to college maybe 3 or 4 times. All those degrees, those diplomas that you have, is not going to matter in that day. Because it's not going to profit you. You're not going to be able to get money in that day unless you take that smart mark. You're not going to. If you're not going to abide to Esau's rules, you're not going to prosper in this society. So it's either the real thing that matters is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called, and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
And the Lord is stretching out his hands by the words of the prophets, man. Because the prophets are nothing but the mouthpiece of the Lord. They're out here speaking the message, giving you the warning before it gets ugly. All right?
And how you know that is because of the fact that, like I said, in the beginning, when Adam was going off, and it said that the Lord spoke to a prophet, because Adam was Yahweh Shai. Okay? If y'all can receive that. Okay? So with Adam being Yahweh Shai, who was it that came to him in the garden then? It would have been a prophet. That would have been a prophet that would have came to him and asked him about that. So this is what I'm saying. So the Yahweh doesn't come off his throne for nobody. Okay? He doesn't come off his throne for nobody. He can, but you really don't want to see him anyway.
The Lord did that once in Egypt. They said that we want to speak to the Lord, and then he came out and spoke. The Israel were like, no, never mind, let's go back to Moses.
Go ahead.
But real quick, this is the book of Amos 3 and 7. And it says, surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And that's why when the prophets are on the scene, that's the beginning of the end. Each time a kingdom fell, a prophet was right there speaking about it. And that's why the prophets are out here speaking. This is why the Lord is stretching out his hand. The Lord is stretching out his hand by the servants, the prophets. You want to scoff and mock them. You want to take them as a joke. And when the prophets are out here speaking the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, they're speaking. They're reading the scriptures. They're breaking it down. All right, playing upon day. But you people are just neglecting it, taking it for a joke. But when the Lord shows his real power, all right, because at the end, the prophets are, when the prophets are being unfold, and they're right there in your face, the prophets they're not going to be out there speaking no more because there's nothing more to prophesy. The things are already coming to pass.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
As it says in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1, then shall they stand in great boldness in the face of such as afflicted them. The Lord has spread his gospel throughout the whole earth, where now it's not hidden in the corner no more. Not only are the prophets out here speaking, and week in and week out, but we also got the internet to do so. The brothers are out there pushing out videos, edifying the home for elect, feeding the sheep of the Lord, where now it can't be neglected. Hey, now you have the celebrity speaking about it, but now every single time you hear about these things, know that these are the things the prophets that have been spoken about before. That a whole lot of destruction is coming, is going to come to pass, man. 2/3 of our people are going to be ready to cut off and die. You heathens are going to be thrown out of power. You know, you're going to be servants of his people. All these things are already come to pass, man. It's not going to be no smooth transition from one kingdom to another. The Lord's going to kick this place back in order, because it's like the scriptures talk about, the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Okay, I got something to ask you up on that. When you're talking about when a man of the Lord showed up, the people, when the man of the Lord was on point, and this, that, and the other, and everybody knew who they were, when they showed up, normally it was destruction. This is 1 Samuel 16:2. And Samuel said, how can I go to Saul? How can I go if Saul hear it? He will kill me. And Yahweh said, take an heifer with thee and say, I come to sacrifice to Yahweh. And call Jesse to the sacrifice, and I will show thee what thou shalt do. And thou shalt anoint unto me him whom I name unto thee. And Samuel did that which Yahweh spake, and came to Bethlehem, and the elders of the town trembled at his coming, and said, comest thou peaceably? Prophet showed up. It was definite destruction coming with that.
Hey, your spidey senses went up, man. Alerts went up. Like, man, what is he doing here? Just imagine these fake preachers today, Joel Osteen or TV Jakes. Motherfuckers cheer and have a smile on their face when they come anywhere. All right, when the real prophet showed up, they knew judgment was coming.
It was dread. It was dreadful. They was like, oh shit. And then 9 times out of 10 they already knew in the background what they had to do it anyway. So they like, oh man.
Hey, it was a story about, I believe it was Micah I, one of them prophets. Every time he prophesied bad about it. He got something bad and negative to say. And that's really what the prophecy's about. If you out there prophesying in your camp that all the views and all the ladies love you, big chances are you don't got the fucking truth.
That's it. So this is what I'm saying. So, if y'all think we gonna sort of come out here and give you the smooth things, the easy things, the lightheartedness of things that makes you feel good and gives you the warm and fuzzy, you ain't listening to a real prophet. Because when a real prophet shows up, like I said, when Noah showed up as a prophet, what happened? Everybody died except for 8 fucking souls. And that's the same God you're dealing with. And the son say, if you see me, you seen the Father. So, oops, there's no good thing that a prophet is bringing to the table, except for the good news for the elect. Go ahead,
This is the book of Luke 6:26. It says, woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. That's why the scriptures talk about, hey, be aware of wolves in sheep clothing. You got to know who you're actually dealing with, man. If you got that one?
There's Isaiah 30:10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Lie to me. Tell me it's going to be okay. That's what our people want to hear. Tell me it's going to be okay. Tell me I'm going to be able to be prosperous. Tell me I'm going to be able to get rich. Tell me America ain't going down, so I can know that what I'm working about. I got 3 PhDs, which means I've been in school for 22 years and shit. Okay? Tell me all these PhDs are finally going to pay off. I tell you that part skin is going to be good for wiping your ass. That and the American dollar.
Yep. You go back to that prophet one.
There's Proverbs 1 and 25. But ye have said not at my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Hold on, back up a little bit. Go up one verse and read back down into that.
God. There's Proverbs 1 and 24. Because I have stretched out, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
So we in this green tree right now, but this is the last part of this, bro. This is the last part of this.
Last call for alcohol.
That's it. Hey, if you was in the bar, the lights that came on.
That chick you hugged up with, you seeing how bogus she look?
That's it. You see, hey, America, the Harley, the light that come on.
Reveal. And that's what's going on. All these people and places and countries that's going to turn against this bitch that's prophesying are waking up to the bullshit of America.
That's it.
Right?
That's it. So the harlot has been exposed. Hey, you seen out in the street in the daylight like that? Dang, that's a ratchet ass bitch walking the street. And that, she slid up in the club on your ass while you was drunk. You ain't recognize it. Now the lights that came on, you like, oh, this that raggedy ass hoe that be out there on 79th all naked and seeing everybody you going by. Oh, that's this bitch. Now y'all looking at this bitch. Y'all can see the cooties this motherfucker got and everything else. Y'all like, oh shit. Go ahead, Doc.
This verse 25. But ye have said not at my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity.
So we've been telling you that this bitch was nothing. She was no good. We've been telling you that this whole system that they promoting is built for destruction. It's made to kill your ass. It's made to take your ass out.
Trap.
That's it. It's an ugly trap. It's a vicious trap. You know, and this ain't a trap like if you catch a fox, you can't gnaw your own arm off and walk away and see if you can recover. No, this is like the motherfucker that caught your ass when you swimming and they can't swim and they drowning and they call it a death lock. This motherfucker taking your ass with it. That's what America is. This is Babylon the Great, baby. Go ahead, read.
I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Lord's gonna be kicking and laughing at your ass.
Right. Most people don't realize what this word is truly about, man.
That's right.
Hey, the true countenance of Yahweh. He loves judgment, right? He loves destruction. And I got something real quick to back that up. Ezekiel chapter 2 and 9. It says, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe. What is that talking about? These scriptures that we're reading. That Bible that you think is all love. No, it's special judgment for the majority of the people on earth is written right in that book.
That's it. Like I said, hey, it's funny because he said a majority of the people. Hell, the majority of Israel is slated to be destroyed. Where the fuck y'all think the rest of y'all gonna fall in and lay in at? Like I said, hey, he said if it wasn't for the election's sake, he have to come back, because if it wasn't for the election's sake, this Edomite would destroy everything. But
no flesh saved.
No flesh would be saved. But he got it. Well, hey, we gotta have slaves. We ain't gonna be out there overlaying stuff with gold, putting marble and stones together.
Right.
Put this ruby and this marble and this and I want this ivory, and we ain't killing elephants for ivory. Elephant died, we get the ivory then.
Right. There's a transition going on.
That's right.
It's going to be very violent
and ugly
in this transition.
That's right.
But ultimately, the elect of the nation of Israel, right, starting with the Most High's son, King David on down, are going to be put in that proper place, back in that proper place.
That's right.
Keep going.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Right? So when shit hits the fan, as opposed to getting it in a green tree, as the elder was talking about, it's going to be too late. In the book of Revelation, it tells you when he released the four winds, that's when they're going to be trying to find out what they need to do. It's going to be too fucking late, man. You had your chance to repent, but you didn't do it. So that's it.
Man, see, you got people now. Like I said, that's what I was saying. You got this famine coming now. Why? Because, like I said, this knowledge and wisdom that's going to be our stability, it also told us to be users but not abusers of the world. So we done ran so many scenarios and meditated on so much stuff that now that this stuff is starting to hit the fan like it's starting to do, people are starting to try to scramble now, trying to figure out how they're going to duck certain things and be able to slip this corner. And it's like, you can't even see the corner that I already know what I got to go around. So now I can't tell you what corner I got.
Right. Hey, what's that parable about the ones that didn't have enough oil?
Yeah, that's it.
They had to go to the woods.
That's it. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Right.
The virgins, the 5 virgins.
So a lot of people are trying to do what? Maintain their standard of living here in this place is new.
That's it.
It's going to come to a place where Esau is going to put so much hell on the people that you're going to have to capitulate or be cut off forever.
That's it. So this is where we at now. It's getting to that point where, like I said, as he says he's going to make the tongue cleave to the roof, the prune man go draw himself back. All the stuff that you done said, because now they're not gonna have, they don't have the faith, because now it isn't faith. They start to see it. So now it ain't faith. It ain't something hoped for unseen. It's starting to become. You starting to be able to see it now. Now you want to start trying to line it up.
And that's really out of fear at that point.
Exactly.
Hey, but the scriptures say, perfect love casteth out fear, man. This man, he excited about the end. He's ready for the destruction and the torture and all of it that's written in these scriptures. Most people, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that. Hey, but the prophets that really understand these scriptures know that must come first before the kingdom. So we ready for it. All right? You got something?
What it says too, through much tribulation shall we enter the kingdom of heaven. And so, like the elder was saying, if you read and have your mindset towards the Heavenly Father, if you read these scriptures, that's what the scriptures talk about. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, because it will keep you stable. You will know, if you're in these scriptures, you will know that this has to happen in order for us to get the kingdom. But this is the book of Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7. And it says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So, don't cleave onto this world, because this world is going to pass away. The scriptures talk about the things that we've seen, the things that we're able to see are temporal, but the things we're not able to see are eternal. This place right now, this kingdom, Esau's power, that's only temporary. But soon enough, this whole world, especially right here in America, is going to be dissolved by fire. So there's no reason to cleave onto the world. That's why we got to store up our treasures in heaven, because that's what really matters, not right now.
It's funny that you say that, because we got some issues that just walk by with their tassels and shit showing, and the things that it tells us, it tells us to uncover the head. They got theirs covered, and the whole deal.
Hey, he's contrary to this word.
Exactly.
Hey, bring this out.
2 Peter 3 and 10 says, when the day of the Lord Yahweh will come as a thief in the night.
Right, he said, he's read in what was that scripture you just read? The verse?
It was Sirach. It was Ecclesiasticus 5 and 7.
Right, he said, suddenly these people are going to be destroyed, man. So
Right.
the Lord is coming as a thief. While they so busy trying to make it hold on, increase here in this world, right? The Lord is going to destroy this place in your hopes, your dreams, your outcomes that you want. And the Lord is going to be for a rude awakening, putting all your eggs into what? This basket. Dependent, looking forward to this place. I'm going to grow old, right? I got these degrees. I got my pension, my 401k.
Motherfuckers,
This shit is a wrap.
I'm watching motherfuckers cry that blues now. They starting to figure this out and seeing this shit and whatnot. They starting to cry these blues now. They realize that this shit ain't going to connect. All the dots ain't gonna get a chance to connect the way they want. It's coming up short.
I'm not gonna retire. I'm not gonna see my kids grow up.
No, this shit is falling apart and whatnot.
Shit, I can't even have kids.
You know, it's falling apart, and they starting to see that. They starting to see it. They hearing about stuff that they thought that they were going to invest and get a chance at long term, getting ready to flip over and bottom out. Motherfuckers that slipped into a little Bitcoin this or a little this, that, and the other. Hoping all that shit.
Temporary.
And all that shit is dissolving. It's like, hey, it's like a motherfucker pissing in sugar. That's all that. Ain't nothing sweet. Ain't nothing sweet about it at all.
And it's real quick, the trick about that Bitcoin is really that the value is not going up so fast, is that the dollar and other currencies are decreasing so fast.
That's right.
So it make it look like it's something, but you're gonna need twice as much as that shit just to buy something. So it really levels out at the end of the fucking day.
Hey, what was that Great Britain and how they had to have motherfucking wheelbarrows of money and whatnot? They was using Germany. Yeah, Germany. The Deutschmark or whatever it was. They had wheelbarrows of that shit and whatnot. This is an exciting time, man. This is the time that we've been looking for. This is the time where it's like it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. So the Lord say, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna trust in that, and y'all gonna do what y'all let it happen, dog. Like I said, I've got the story of the little flour and the oil that kept replicating and whatnot. I got the story that how he was mad at the Israelites, but they walked around for 40 years in the fucking wilderness and they shit didn't even get old on them. It was brand new to where it was when they walked up out of there 40 years prior. So duh.
The Red Sea.
Yeah, the Red Sea parted, all that shit.
You had
So-
two of these billionaires. They just came out and they basically came out and said it on Twitter. They said, yeah, you got to prepare for. They said hyperinflation is going to hit America in a way never before seen, and you got to prepare for global hyperinflation. You know, I just showed the brothers a picture of a packet of meat that costs $230, and that's U.S. So imagine.
Overseas, oh shit.
Imagine when imagine like how it turns into that Weimar Republic in Germany, where as you sit down in the restaurant, the price of the food is going to be going up. You go in, it's $200 when you get there, but since you stayed 20 minutes over the time, now it's $300.
That's it. You dropped the tour trying to dash on the bill. I'm motherfucker, you still owe another $100. Hey, it's gonna be like loan shopping. Hold on, damn.
They show you that, you saw very tricky, you put that shit in movies. They show you that in that movie, Out of Time, I believe.
Justin Timberlake.
Every day the rates, the money will go, the value, so you need more of it. You need more credits. So you
That's
understand.
it. Exactly.
And they currency was time.
Yep.
Hey, and that's what you people are running out of, man, time.
That's it.
See, America's living on borrowed time, man. It's ultimately the Lord's time.
And I was holding the scripture. This is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time.
Hey, this is it for Esau, man. These elites, they looking in the skies, they seeing the chariots move, they watching our videos, they see that the prophets are awake. Hey, it's over with for them, man. And that's why, hey, what did Pharaoh try to do? Try to kill off all the Israelites. What did Herod try to do? Tried to kill off all the Israelites. That's the only thing they can do, man. And they really gonna take a lot of you people out with them. But hey, look, they're not gonna be able to put us out, man.
That's what all this is about. Hey, it's really meant to get at us. But guess what? You motherfuckers are collateral damage. It's like, hey, I walked into the room and I'm not trying to be the sniper taking out one motherfucker. I'm spraying the room. Yeah, everybody can get the business right now. That's what this man is on. He's on the spray now. He ain't trying to be strategical and pick off exactly who he wants. He walk in the room, y'all in there, everybody gets sprayed. Everybody lay down. Everybody can catch it now.
Anybody that in Idumea, he taking them out.
That's it.
He only want to keep. He only want to keep so many army personnel. He only want to keep so many servants, and he want to repopulate. His whole goal is to try to really upset these prophecies and repopulate the world again. You know, he thinks he's gonna do pull a Noah.
You really want that birthright.
Yeah, he
That's
want it back.
That's all it goes back to. You
Yeah.
inherit, the next world.
That's it.
But the Lord's gonna flip it on him. He's gonna get wiped out, and the remnant of the nation of Israel,
He's gonna walk into the scenario. Hey, as the anticlimactic part of it, because it's gonna be a climactic battle, okay, that has to happen. You can't have a Marvel movie without the good guy and the bad guy squaring off for a climactic battle.
the funny part is that most of the people in the world think that the bad guy is the good guy.
Exactly. Hey, the Edomite is Mysterio. He showed up fighting all the monsters in Europe, doing all the shit. Spidey didn't want no parts of it. We didn't want no parts of it. We done seen the battle. Fuck.
Hey, it was all smoke and mirrors.
That's right.
And that's what he saw. It's all
That's
fucking
smoke and mirrors.
smoke, mirrors, and death.
That's it. Oh, you say smoke, mirrors, and death. Hold on. Smoke, mirrors, and where?
Let me get that.
Go ahead.
This one kind of long.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pops.
All right, this is Daniel 2:41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. This is the kingdom that we in now.
That's right.
The military is strong, but it's a third world country economically wise, and it's divided like fuck.
Very divided. You got military personnel
Walking out on the shit.
Walking out, saying the hell with those mandates, man.
That's right.
Hey, if you don't want to euthanize yourself, hey, they just gonna send the.
And that's going to create people that's highly trained. That's going to be out here with the citizens. He's going to be
Man, look.
And really, the elite want to sit back and watch all of it and have them take each other out.
Exactly.
That's really what it's about.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. Because you go have the freshly trained trying to enforce it because they don't know no better, and you go have the wiry veterans that knows all the tricks of the trade. And even though it's 12 of y'all, it only takes one of me to deal with y'all.
Hey, I remember that. I know y'all remember the video. I don't even think it's still on YouTube where they pulled over that old veteran, and that guy was a young cop.
Yep.
And that veteran, he was doing all kind of tactics.
Molly walked him. Dog walked his ass.
You heard him down on camera. That's how crazy he is. You sit there and listen to it.
Right.
You know, the veteran got an defensive moves and military postures. I don't know what he was ducking and rolling. He came up on the other side. I was like, this motherfucker. Because you can say he been at war.
Yeah. See, and there's a difference between thinking what you know and knowing what you know. And he knew what he knew. And what he knew translated. Perfectly manifest.
And that got translated.
To the next realm. Go ahead, read, man.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2:16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Oh!
Everybody knows who these Idumeans are, man. They can't hide no more. You got niggas, random. You got random niggas saying, "Hey, you white people are Idumeans, man. You the Edomites."
Hey, you had motherfucking thug ass Jake telling motherfucker, y'all ain't the Jew. We the Jew. Total. You're like, huh?
Coming to boom.
That's it. When you got a thug, when you got a shorty want to be a thug telling you, you ain't a Jew, I'm a Jew.
Hey,
Oh shit.
And that's major.
That's-
You really think of the scripture and that lie of them being fraudulent.
Right.
Because what happens to the real Jews in the end times, guess what? They're gonna be taken back to their land.
Right.
And they don't fit that. There's a discrepancy. Like people say, oh, they're over the Lord's people. But they don't match.
They don't match none of the curses that go beyond. They don't match it. The women now, I've noticed this, like I said, in the past 5-6 years. The women cut their hair, they shave themselves bald to cut their hair and whatnot and wear wigs to try to match that. But you got Keisha paying $300, $400 for fucking human hair.
Keisha naturally bald.
And guess what? She looked like a dog that's been hit with hot water and shit. All her hair's all patched up and fucked up. The edges all jacked up. I gotta tell you, I got this old broad at the damn job looking like Predator with great braids and shit. And Bar
Yeah.
no offense, your hairline is more further up on the forehead than hers.
That's bad. That's bad. My shit's fucked up, man. Hers worse than mine. That's
Worse. Cause you can see she's doing what was in the old days they used to call it a comb over. You know, where
how Trump used to have.
yeah, she doing a flop over. She got these braids way back here coming up to the front and then flipped back and whatnot and pit. So she's got it kind of sitting here, but you can see
Wind blowing.
the chick blow that shit is back here somewhere.
Just like America, it's all illusion.
That's it. Smoke and mirrors. Go ahead, Art, whatever y'all got.
This, you want me to get that revelation?
Yes, because the fraudulent. We'll let it come back to that. The elder said something about them people being the fraudulent. Go ahead.
This Revelations 2 and 9. I know that works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
That'll be the Israelites that's in this truth that understand. Because guess what? You got a lot of Israelites that know that they're Israelites, but are they rich? No, because being an Israelite and knowing you're an Israelite doesn't necessarily make you rich because you can wind up still part of the destruction. Go ahead, read.
Most of the Israelites, and you can go into even Esau's data, impoverished, man. They're at the bottom of the list. Even so, you got a couple that got something.
Yeah, like
but
Jordan and all that.
it's a drop in the bucket compared to the ones, all right, the issues. They say they're the people. They own the banks, they own Hollywood,
The diamond market.
the whole system. They got sold up, and that's against prophecy. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
So like we had these two that walked through here and whatnot, had tassels hanging out from up under their coat with their motherfucking thing on the back of their head and whatnot, covering up their spot. Go ahead, read.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
The synagogue of saints. The synagogue of Satan. So, like the elder said, fraudulent, false, phony. But they got the whole world deceived, and that they supposed to be the people. Well, how you gonna be the people? It said when the real Israelites goes back into their land, it's gonna be peace. Ain't been no peace over there.
Yeah, they just slayed all the Israelites. Fucking then put them in put the rest of them in captivity. The ones they didn't give them put in captivity, and then stole their identity, and then pray to God as if they are the Israelites.
Right.
You think the Lord like that? Going to the blasphemies of these guys. That's why they get the judgment that they get.
That's it. Go ahead, read. Go ahead, read what you got.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2:16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstained from our ways as from our filthiness.
Yeah, because you go into their history. Them Khazars got pushed out of every land they ever dwelt in, man. All they did was try to fuck your cattle, steal your cattle. Hey, probably try to take your daughter, chain her up somewhere.
Hey, they take their daughter and they don't even want to do what a Jake want to do. They want to do some old motherfucker obscene foul shit.
Right.
That's it. Jake say shit. She built kind of cute. I know a lot of things I want to do with her.
They really don't want the daughter like you say. They want the son.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. They sold the son for a harlot. They took the son for a harlot. The woman was gone for a fucking jug of wine. The boy was for the harlot. Motherfucking Alexander. You want to know why he died? Go ahead, Al.
It says, he pronounces the end of the just to be blessed and making it boast that the Most High is his Father.
And we do. And the end is blessed. And the election sake is going to be blessed. But guess what? Like I said, they going to sweat that out because they got to be saved from something. So, to be saved from something, they got to know that they was in peril. They got to know that part of it. I can tell you were saved and you never saw the car bearing down on you. You never saw the missile coming. You didn't have the blade coming. You got to be saved from something. That's when you're going to know that's the big sigh of relief.
What's that song with Tom? Yeah. The movie Top Gun. You talking about Danger Zone?
Yeah.
That Danger Zone.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. You gotta get to the danger zone, boy, where they're drilling, pumping, the heart is about to bust, and you saying, damn. Go ahead, Al.
Let us see if his words be true.
So they go try it. And they go get an opportunity to try some of it. Because it says some going to be a martyr. That's just part of it. Go ahead.
Let's
And
say,
they fighting hard to upset the prophecies.
Yeah.
You know, they digging up, they searching all the oceans out. These, what the fuck is a guy named Tesla and that other queer, not Zuckerberg, that moved into the One Virgin Hotel.
Oh, Bronson.
Yep. They got all these fucking space stations. They constantly sending these rockets back and forth to space.
It's becoming, they trying to turn it almost into a tourist type of scenario. They want to go up and down there so many times that it's safe. Unlike what they got going on with some other scenarios that ain't nothing been proven safe. They going back and forth up there to the point where it's going to be safe. They're going to say, see how many times we done this and went up there and came back.
Big ass chariot.
That's it. $250,000 is all it takes. And for you motherfucking billionaires and high top millionaires, that ain't shit. Hey, cause guess what? If you happen to be up there when the shit hit the fan, you get a chance to chill. We ain't coming back down to the motherfucker, so you up there with us. That's what they banking on.
It'd be incorrect too.
Because we gonna put that down.
Blow it out the sky. Don't you?
They want everybody to take
No. You're right, and they could. But speaking as a man, now, so them billionaire boy clubs got to be some of the first motherfuckers to play.
Oh yeah.
Straight to chain.
Jake just gonna appear on the ship with him, holding a bunch of chains in his hand.
Come on.
Like y'all know what time it is.
That's it. Put those on. Hey, come on the ship. Look. I was nice. I didn't tear the hull open and create a vacuum and have so motherfucking cold in this bitch. Y'all didn't survive. Put them motherfucking chains on. As they say, when they throw the cuffs to the fucking, put them handcuffs on.
You gonna have one motherfucker that's so pumped, like I'm not putting these on, just vaporize his ass.
No. I ain't gonna vaporize them. I'll dematerialize them, put them outside the thing and materialize them and let them sit.
And then bring it back in and say, you wanna put these chains
Oh
on?
no! When I bring them back in, I'm gonna walk over and like Tony Stark when he did Obadiah Stane. Did you figure out the icing problem? Bing! And crack his ass and turn. Cause if I think about that, it's gonna be like I done hit him with nitrogen.
Hey, we gotta meditate terror on
Another
y'all,
thing,
man.
baby.
Y'all did terrible things to us. But look, man, hey, then you got the other people. You got the elite who want everybody to really just take, get euthanized. So they really trying to actually find a way to get. I'm not gonna call it their birthright. Get the birthright back. They really trying to find a way to get out of that judgment, man.
That's it.
And it ain't gonna happen.
Can't happen.
Keep it up.
it says, and let us prove what shall happen at the end of him.
Because know, they like what we saying. They know these prophecies are true, but they really just don't have the fear of the Most High in them. They don't actually believe that God is gonna come back and do all these things, man.
Or the men gonna be raised up with spiritual powers in that magnitude. So they gonna try it. They gonna try it. They gonna have brothers in derision. They gonna have motherfuckers hemmed up and this, that, and the other. And the standards go get lifted up. And to take a person that's knows these scriptures and understand that you never forsake. Have anybody that ever trusted in you been forsaken? And I'm backed into the corner, but I'm trusting in you. If I die here, I die here. That's what the men Daniel were talking about. They said, we don't care what you do. We ain't worshiping that gold God. The Lord can spare me. The Lord can get me out of this. But even if he don't, I'm not going to worship your gold God. This is the position. This is how they going to know that they were saved, because they going to be put in those kind of positions.
So our scriptures tell you to resist unto death.
That's right.
Go back to Revelation.
Go ahead.
This Revelations 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Into death.
Unto death.
Unto death. So you could be
Hey, somebody grabs the righteous of this Christmas thing.
exactly.
Go ahead.
Okay, but see, like I said, I've been saying this for a while now, especially with the gymnastics that was here back in the summertime. I don't know about y'all, but to me, that sounds like a dismount move. See what I'm saying? Be faithful unto death. I got to put this body down one way or the other. The body's gonna get put down one way or the other. So I'm gonna be drawn out of it and feel no pain. So, hey, Stephen was stoned, but he didn't even feel pain. Paul said he didn't know if he was having in the body, whether he was in the body or out the body. So he was stoned a couple times. And they thought he was dead, but then he got up and we're gonna do what we gotta do, man. So you never know. But he said under death, that crown. So, okay, they put that body down and you picked up your immortal body with all this power and whatnot in the same spot. Okay, so they see that body, but now here come the motherfucker coming in and killing you. I didn't eat that motherfucker anyway. It was full of sin. I was ready to put that motherfucker off anyway.
And also, there's another layer to being faithful with death, meaning you keeping this faith, you're not denouncing your Yahushua.
Exactly.
You're not basically casting this word aside just to get a few more seconds in this hell.
You're not trimming your lamb.
Right.
Go ahead.
God, this is 1 Peter 4 and 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinners appear? This 1 Peter 4. First Peter 4 and 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if the first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of God?
So like I said earlier, this situation being what it was. The Israelites, to know they Israelites and then they're here, many strikes. Us, we go be pushed right up to that edge.
Right to that. Like a game of chicken.
Exactly.
Let's see who swerved first.
That's it. Pushed right up to the edge. Okay?
You got basically willing to crash.
That's it.
Now the Lord, that last second,
Get your ass up out of
Get your
there.
ass up out of
Hey, like I said, he crashing, it don't impact the body, the spirit disembarks.
or you survive it,
And the power comes.
and the Lord lets you go from this life, right, into the next life, right? But eventually, you're going to get that new body. But
Right.
once we go over them ships. But like I'm saying, a certain number, as we saying, are going to be martyred. Certain are going to face their death. But then they're going to come back right back with the Lord.
That's right. That's it.
This verse 18. If the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinners appear?
Righteous, scarcely. So that's not sitting comfortable. You're going to be sweating. You're going to be like, man, come on, Lord. Come on, Lord. That clock going to be ticking. So, you know,
Incoming. The siren going off, the incoming is happening, everybody this. And if you happen to be around motherfuckers that you done told all this to, yeah, motherfucker, I thought you was going to be out of here.
Look at you.
I'm still trusting in the Lord, nickel. Now, when you get through, I'm still trusting in the Lord.
They turn like this, turn back, you gone. Like,
Oh, shit.
where did he go? Starting to look like the 4th of July in the sky.
Hey. Say to themselves, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
He got the gun right there. He click it when ain't no bullet. He check the bullets there. He go back. What the fuck?
I can't even take myself out. But he can see the sky lighting up. Oh shit!
Hey, they're
It's
gonna
coming.
be like dudes from Django. Stevie.
Yeah.
Django.
Motherfucker. Yep.
This verse 19. Wherefore let them suffer according to the will of God. Commit the keeping of their souls to him and well-doing, as unto a faithful creator.
Go ahead, man.
This is the book of Sirach 2 and 3. Actually 4. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For
Because he says it's a simple good thing for a low man to be raised up. So he can knock your ass all the way down, only to raise you up. Only to raise your ass back up. Okay? Look.
When I hear that scripture, I think of the book of Job. Like, Lord, he had certain things, the Lord took it from him.
That's right.
But guess what? He still had his integrity.
That's right. He held it. He held it.
That's gonna be leading up to leading up to the hour of temptation.
That's it.
A lot of people gonna just
Oh.
fold.
A lot of Israelites, that's the best Israelite in the world right now, might end up folding. All right? Because of that pressure, losing things.
That's it.
it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So this adversity is going to come. You got to know that you were saved. You got to know that. Okay? Whether you were saved from a little or a lot. Yahushua even asked the question. He said, basically he asked him, if you've been saved from a little or saved from a lot, who's going to be more appreciative? The one that the servant said, I guess the one that's been saved from a lot. You will know that you've been saved. Like I said, you don't have known. Like I said, you all are young men and got a young man's amount of sins on you. I'm an old man. I got shit that I wasn't even thinking about. That's in my leg. As Scarlett Johansson used to say in the different Marvel movies, my leg is dripping with blood. It's dripping. Anything he do to me, I got coming. Anything he deserved to do, he's justified in doing.
And it takes humility to say that, man. Certain guys just puffed up. They think they deserve this, they deserve that. We are the mercy and will of Yahushua, regardless of how many works you've done. All right?
It says, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and he trust in him.
And that's the balance of it. And belief and faith. And we're willing to go there, and we're willing to suffer for his name's sake.
Because it's not about me. It's not about me. I can't save myself. I can't save nobody else. But Yahushua is able to save the elect. That's his job. That's his job. That's what he came and laid it down for. Like I said, we did a lesson years ago. I remember we told you grade yourself. I graded myself an F. I literally put that in my sit down. Self-evaluation grade of an F. I failed.
You think of how great Paul, his works were in Scripture. He called himself a wretched man. Things he wanted to do, he didn't do.
Yeah.
And he described, as far as touching the law, did he say he was like a Pharisee?
A Pharisee.
Man. He said he counted all dung
Yep.
for what the grace of Yahweh Shai.
That's right. So this is truly about the mercy that Yahweh Shai is going to show. As the lawyer justifying it to his father. It ain't about me. If I had to stand in front of the father and give an account, oh man, we gonna bring you back 1,000 times and fuck you up and kill you.
That's it. They that behold, you're not a physician.
That's right.
So the Lord came back to the ones that's calling out. All right, not the ones that so-called self-justified.
Oh. I'm saved and sanctified in the blood of Jesus.
These people are through. These Christians got such a delusion on them. It's undescribable. I don't even got words for it.
The letter J wasn't even around. Who the fuck you say?
Oh, it don't matter.
He know my heart. He know your heart's fucking wicked as a fuck. That's what he know. Go ahead and read.
It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside.
Wait for what?
Wait for his mercy.
Nah, it's self-imposed. Come on.
It says, wait for his mercy.
Waiting on the mercy of Yahweh Bashanah Shah, the tender mercies of David. The tender mercies of David. David was guilty of a sin worthy of death. And the Lord showed him mercy. And David went on from there.
And that wasn't, hey, the Lord is cold. Death would have been easier. But what did the Lord do today? Anybody remember?
Yeah, took the son when the son was there.
That choice. I think it was three.
Oh, yeah, three.
Yeah, it was three choices. I think he gave him the choice between the angel. I think he took the one with the angel destroying the land.
Oh, no, that's a difference. That's a difference. No, the one that he gave, the thing that came up was the son. With the adultery, she got pregnant.
What he talking about was, I think somebody numbered this.
You numbered, yeah. That was the thing.
Yeah.
That was the thing. And the Lord let David pick so he could smoke 70,000 motherfuckers anyway. Lord cold, boy. I need to get it to him anyway. So put that in his heart and make him number the people so I can get to these 70,000 motherfuckers.
Who have resisted his will?
That's it.
Ready for
So you better be willing. But yeah, so what he was David fasted and prayed and did all these things and trying to see if he could get if the son could be spared. The son died. He cleaned himself up and moved on. He was like, hey, ain't no reason for me to keep doing it now. David said, ain't no reason for me to keep mourning and whatnot now. I put it on the table before the Lord did it. So once the Lord, the judgment is done. We ain't turned the clock back. Hey, adulterous kid from an adulterous scenario.
He had to live with that.
That's
But it was different. You got to see back in the ancient world, you was really excited.
That's it.
Not today. Damn, I got to kill him. It was like a celebration.
That's
People
it.
were really into it.
That's it. I got a son. I got an heir. And you know what? And it's funny because in ancient times, but I was that way with my son, Kanasi. Because I always wanted a son. Always wanted a son. And when I got the phone call, it was in the middle of the night. I was asleep. I was working in Elgin. I was living on the south side of Chicago. I had to. Hey, if I wasn't past downtown by 5:30, I wasn't gonna make the 7 o'clock start time. So I had to be past downtown and pass O'Hare by a certain time.
Elgin, far as hell if you ain't from the state. From Chicago or something else.
That's it. Hey, he's a trucker, so he know when I said it. I was on the south side of Chicago, and I'm working in Elgin. And I have to be there at 7 o'clock in the morning every morning. If I wasn't past downtown by 5:30, I'm late. So anyway, I get a phone call in the middle of the night, and I'm like, huh? Okay, and I went back to sleep. I was at the job working a CNC lathe when it was like, did somebody call me and tell me I had a son? Huh?
Thought it was a dream.
Thought it was a dream. So I went over to his mama's house, and her brother answered the door, and I was like, "Is Tracy? I know she's at the hospital. She got a boy. What hospital? Blue Island." I drove out to Blue Island, saw myself for the first time.
That's what happened when you be in that captivity. Paul was like, I thought it was a dream. Went back to the grave. Got up. Damn. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
So yeah, so it was a big thing, but I was happy because I had always wanted a son. Always wanted a son. And here's the funny thing: the only female I ever told that I wanted a son and wanted to raise him myself was her. And the Lord wanted to having her have a baby. Go ahead, read.
It says, verse 7, it says, "Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy."
Right? Hope for good. We know all the destruction, all the evils come on earth, all the plagues, all the famines, whatever the worst things you can imagine. We hope for the good.
That's right.
We hoping that the Lord deliver us through it. Not that it don't come, that we are able to go through it.
That's it. He sustained you through it. He let you get through it. Like I said, I can say, like Elder Malcolm would say, there's certain things that he prayed. That's one of the prayers that do reoccur. That do reoccur with me on a pretty consistent basis. Is let me, and that's how come y'all. If y'all remember, I used to put it in the group me all the time about that Bruce Lee saying that said, "Don't pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure the hard." I used to put that in group me all the time and whatnot because life ain't supposed to be easy. Not for an Israelite. How it's gonna be easy for an Israelite? You got motherfuckers from the 15th verse to the 68th verse in Deuteronomy straight curse.
It was easy.
Everybody be able
Your
to do
ass,
it.
your ass, you
No,
ain't gonna make it.
No, if it was easy, if it was easy, guess what? You probably wasn't an Israelite.
You sold out.
You sold out.
What did the Lord say? He said, if my servants of this world, they will fight, man. You know, what is this world is what? Wicked.
That's it. That's it.
The people said the wicked Boule and the wicked of Israel, they got things and power and status in society. They don't want this shit to end.
Yeah, they endorse it. I just saw Michael Jordan talking about he endorsed science. Of course, so I already knew that.
You know they call that the
Hey man,
keep that Nike in contract, all this.
that's it. So he endorsed the science, falsely called.
You don't gotta say it's the Jew, but you're gonna have to say something.
He believed in it. He believed in science. That's what he said. He believed in
You
science.
got a total company line.
That's it. And you still got some influence. You the third richest motherfucking nigga on the planet behind the I guess the guy that used to own BET and Oprah Winfrey. Go ahead,
It says, "Look at the generations of old and see that ever trust in the Lord and was confounded."
Hey, so that's where the scripture tells us to put our trust in. Because we're not confounded. We're trusting in the Lord. He's obligated by his own word.
Look at Egypt. Egypt was confounded. Joseph interpreted the dream. Knew the famine was coming. Same thing with Daniel. Really, all like you can go. It's countless accounts.
Right.
The Lord was always with his elect. Was with the prophets. Everybody else was just shit in the wind, man. And that's gonna happen again. You know, it says great confusion is gonna take this place.
It says, "Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever or whom that he ever despised and called upon him.
That's our name. The name is very
That's it. That's the major key, boy.
no, you got bullshit camps
Don't want to teach the name.
withholding the name. They know it. So it's gonna be a lot of blood on the leaders of those camps.
That's right.
There's gonna be a lot of blood on the leaders of those camps. And when that smart mark come out, they're gonna tell your ass to take it. Just like they tell you to take the zombie.
Right. That's it. Go ahead, y'all.
I was into that. But if I could give a quick testimony, because hey, you know, I remember this day like it was just yesterday. It was like I was a sophomore in high school, and me and Dawad, we were getting off the bus. And as soon as I found out where we were at, because I was sleeping on the bus, and I woke up, as soon as we got off, we were at nowhere where we should be at, especially at that time. It was like maybe 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit.
And it was right there on 47 in California. And as soon as I stepped out the bus and I woke up and I shaked up, I woke up for real. I looked where we were at, and I was like, fuck. And then the scripture I quoted in my head is, as in the book of Matthew, it says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. The whole time, to make a long story short, the whole time, the whole walk home, I was just quoting that in my head because I knew that this neighborhood is not no type of neighborhood to be in. Come to find out, 2/3 of the Jakes pulled up on us and pointed their gun at me and the wad. But the whole time, I was not afraid. Shit, I was actually looking at them. If you pull that trigger, you're gonna be doing me a favor. But at first, they pointed at to the wad. And then when they did that, he said, man, we're not even on that because they thought we were gangbangers.
Right.
And I told them we're not even about that. We're all, we're just trying to go home. If anything, we're about the Heavenly Father's business. I went up to the wall, like because he was pointing at him. I went forward, and he was pointing it down at me. And it was just, it was just back and forth. The wall was going in front of me, I was going in front of him. It was just like that. But then it came down to a point where the driver, he told them, he said, man, let them be, man. They're just trying to go home. He said, get the fuck back in the whip. He said, no, man, fuck that. He said, man, we gonna shoot these niggas. Let's at least rob these niggas. And they were just like, the driver said, man, get the fuck back in the whip before I pull off on you. He said, man, whatever. They just went back inside the whip. They left. But the whole time we didn't have call like how about Chanel shot that we had that spirit of fear because that's really what it is. And that's the type of scenarios where a lot of people are getting put in that position and the Lord's not gonna save you, man. Because if you're the scriptures talk about strive on to be true unto death and the Lord shall fight for you. This is true, man. If you haven't seen it now, you're gonna see it later. And if you're not going towards the Yahweh Chanel strive, he's not gonna save you in that day.
Yeah, that, like you said, we that account of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they was bold about it. When they were talking to that king Nebuchadnezzar, they was bold about it, man. This is that Daniel 3. I'm gonna start at 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this manner. We ain't gonna bite our tongue. We ain't gonna try to soft pedal this. Let me give you. Hey, as they say, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. Right? I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Okay. If it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Keep it at 1,000 with you, man. Look, you gonna do what you gonna have to do, cause we ain't getting down like that. We can't roll like that. I feel the Lord more than I feel you. So do your worst, cause my Lord can do a whole lot worse.
How about Chanel shot, man? He loved it when you had that type of spirit. All right, that's usually what you'll see in the Old Testament. Going against another heathen army.
That's when something spectacular happened, baby.
The Lord would save them out of that because they had that spirit, that reverence, and that belief. Hey, with the Lord, he can make the impossible possible.
That's it. That's what I said. This is moving itself toward a epic battle where the perceived good guy is going to be shown to be the bad guy. The ones that was infamous in the kingdom going to wind up being the good guys. And the most hated, the most vilified, will wind up being the good guys. The one that y'all thought was the hero that's got all the technology and the weaponry gonna be the motherfuckers that all that shit is just gonna blow up and do nothing to these guys. These guys gonna be floating through it, looking at it, laughing, grabbing it, turning it around and sending it back at you. All kinds of stuff.
You see the chariots in the military in the Air Force. You got Congress people coming out saying that chariots are a national threat.
That's it.
Like, come on.
Hey, that was a thing where they were talking about a chariot and how it had surrounded a battle group out in one of the oceans and whatnot, and it was showing itself, and it was doing all kinds of things. It was like 1,200 yards of not 1,200 yards, like 300-400 yards off of one side or whatever the case might be, and the sensors was picking it up, and then they think the motherfucker went in the water, and this, that, and the other. So I got something that's floating out there. You ain't got nothing propulsion-wise going on. Your sensors know it's there. It goes in the water, it disappears, does all this kind of stuff. When it goes in the water, or all of a sudden, your sensors that's picking it up can't pick it up. Yeah, it is a national security emergency. You got some shit out there that's defying your technology, but you got science that you believe in. But the Lord said, I don't give a fuck about you or your science.
He gave you that science.
That's it. What you got what I gave you. Hey.
You think I'm gonna give it to you all?
Thank you. No, you say like the old Kung Fu master. I taught you well, but I didn't teach you everything. Go ahead, read whatever y'all got.
Let me go back to the wisdom. That's the book of Wisdom of Solomon 2:17. It says, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen at the end of him. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him, and he will deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
Just hold it right there. Now you say, if the just man, we're going to go back into here where just man was at. Look what the Lord did. Okay? Now watch this. I'm going to let him read out of my Bible this header. Read that header, what it says.
A harmless furnace.
So you about to throw me in the furnace, but it's harmless to them. They don't know it, because that means that they've been stroking this fire, that it burnt them up. But the header says, for the just man, there's going to be a harmless furnace. So, then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it want to be heated. So they go heat it up 7 times more than what it's supposed to be.
Real hot.
That's it. Hey, as the what was that one comedian? Make it hot. Oh, Damon Wayans. Make it hot.
Before you finish, real quick, we're gonna finish that. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Okay. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it want to be heated. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace.
And this sounds like when we read earlier. Hey, the righteous shall scarcely be saved.
That's right.
Everything repeats itself in the scriptures.
They've been thrown into a heat.
The man in the Lord, right? They got put through adversity in those times. They're going to get put through adversity in these times. Right? And we're going to read the outline.
Okay? Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. Put that in nowadays. They got through it with their ball caps on, their starter jackets, the Jordans and shit.
I know. They look like this guy.
threw me in with all the starter gear on.
Shit getting disintegrated, singed or nothing.
That's it. Right. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So they go to try to throw them in and they burn their ass up. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. They never could picture that. Motherfuckers trying to throw them in. They get burnt up, but these guys get thrown into the furnace.
They get killed trying to put your ass in there. Hey, we can't read. See on that. Let this motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound in the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished and rose up in haste and spake and said unto his counselors, Did we not cast three men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. They in the midst of this fire that done killed motherfuckers that's outside of it, chilling. Hey man, you good? Yeah, I ain't feeling nothing.
When they tied up, when they was thrown in?
Yeah, they not tied up no more. They ain't bound up. they sitting there chilling. That's it. Not all of it. Hey, I threw 3 in. There's 4 of them in there, man. The king. I threw 3 of them in there. There's 4 of them in there, man, and they chilling.
Not only did they fuck up by dying by throwing them in there, it's another motherfucker I didn't even want in there.
In there.
Yeah.
And all of them chilling. Okay? Then Nebuchadnezzar came near the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire, and the prince, governors, and captains, and the king's counselors, being gathered together, saw these men upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was hair of their heads singed, neither was their clothes changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. Motherfuckers didn't even smell the smoke.
They called the service of God. Shit, Nebuchadnezzar serving them motherfuckers with smoke. They was serving that idol. The idol couldn't protect their ass.
They was outside of the fire, and the fire jumped out and got their ass. It got so hot, the fire jumped out and got their ass.
These heathen about to find out, man.
That's it.
They about to find out that they put in that that 10 Commandments. Who was the star? Charlton Heston. But it was the dude that played the Egyptian when he found the point.
Pharaoh. His God is
Their
God.
God is God.
You're a Britain.
All these statues, all this other shit, they don't light no candle to, the true God.
That's it. That's it. The men of the Lord that was bold, as Wisdom of Solomon said, standing boldly in the face of those that persecute, because somebody want to get that Wisdom of Solomon 5. That's how the Lord is rolling. Yahweh Shah said that if it was his kingdom, his servants would fight. But it wasn't that time at that time. He was here to lay his life down as the lamb that had been spoken of since the beginning of time. This time around, his servants do get a chance to fight. They do get a chance to be, 51? Is that Isaiah? 54? Yeah, 54. Oh, Jeremiah 16:16. Huh? No, Jeremiah 16 is the hundred, but it's also with thee, battle axe, and weapons of war.
Oh, breaking pieces of mercy.
Yeah, right. See, so this is what I'm saying. The men that stand boldly doing this correctly is the ones that he go grant that to. But guess what? They at this point in time right now, they in fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. They're in total fear, totally sold out, totally scared. Anything that they do to come up short, they chastise themselves. They mad at themselves. I can speak personally. I come up short on something, fuck. I'm supposed to be better than that. I'm supposed to be stronger than that. I'm supposed to have more up to me than that.
A lot of times the Lord allow that to keep your ass
Humble.
Because he keep reiterating, this is not going to be a you. This is going to be the grace of Yahweh Shai. Right? You're going to work, you're going to go out as hard as you can push. Sometimes you're going to fall short. Ultimately, if you receive salvation, it's going to be through the Lord.
That's right.
This is Jeremiah 51, started 19.
Right.
The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is a rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts his name. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
So this is what's getting ready to happen. There's only going to be one kingdom in the kingdom of heaven. That's going to be ruled by Yahweh Shai, second in to command David, the echelon of greatness that filters and runs down behind them all through the kingdom. Okay, everybody being subject to Yahweh.
Everybody. There ain't gonna be no mix-ups, no gray areas.
We ain't got to try to figure out what the name is and none of that.
That's where they stationed at.
That's it.
That's the people.
And
if you don't get with it,
hey, you can get got. You can get got. Cause them boys, hey, as they say, them boys will bring that judgment to you. If you don't know, you better go ask somebody. Cause them boys will bring that judgment to you. You better believe that.
When you see one Israelite showing up to the land, like, oh shit.
That's it. Hey, like Shakir said, he flying in, they were like, let's run on him. Oh shit.
it'll be like a spiritual people.
That's it.
Like, you want some of this?
No. No parts of you.
Y'all came up short on this last gold shit. No water, goddamn it. Matter of fact, take this plan.
No tributary. And you read their mind. Oh, you don't think we can do that? Yo, cut the waterworks. Let's give about 8 months of nothing.
They just see a Leviathan appear in the sky and just drop down like, oh, shit.
Hey, no. Hey, no water. No water. Scorpions. Come on up. Your turn. Get busy. Hey. Well, I see the hall used to say, get busy with it. This is the meditating of terror. Having fun about it, thinking about it, because of what we done had to go through. Like I said, I was sitting in the car talking to this brother, the elder came up. Man, it's hell where I'm at. Like I said, transgenderism is being pushed rampant. You know, and a common man that's a real man is toxic.
And they lean on you to push the venom on you.
That's it. They definitely want me to take the tarantula bite. Come on, nigga.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
Fall in line.
Hey, what's wrong with me? Shit. I just saw somebody that y'all couldn't hide. Be out of there.
I only went blind for a week.
Yeah.
My vision came back. I was fine after. Fucking crazy. Bitch told me, she was like, yeah, I took it and got my period the same day. I'm like, well, that don't sound right. It sound like that's killing you on the inside.
Hey, guess what? funny part of it, it ain't even the Roberta Flack song, but it wasn't killing us soft.
Shit, killing us over.
There wasn't no killing me soft when you went here, soft. Killing me softly. Nope. Took her ass. Let's switch your shit up just for the hell of it. Because he told you already. Let me show you what I can do. But this is what I'm saying, man. Y'all don't understand the fear of the Lord that you got to have in this truth. You don't understand the Lord and what he's capable of. You don't want to deal with that. He done been so far off for such a long period of time that y'all don't have a clue as to what it is. We go by what it is that we read and know that he says it's going to be worse than anything we ever seen. And we never heard of women eating their babies. Yahweh Shai died. Well, the prophets came up out the ground and started walking the earth again and prophesying. Darkness.
Dear Lord, darkness not light.
Y'all don't have a clue. Y'all don't have a clue. Y'all can't even buy a clue. As they say, you can't even buy a vowel in this. I don't know why they turning those signs, and you can't buy a vowel.
You can't prep and plan yourself out of it.
That's it. Exactly. You can't prep and prop yourself up out of it. This is a hell of a thing that we're in the middle of. But it's exciting for the elect that as Malcolm said, with all the shit I see, I got a better shot than what I'm seeing some of these other motherfuckers with. Whatnot.
It's easy. Elijah Kemp, man. Y'all looking whack.
That's
Very
it.
whack. Y'all leadership.
They're not calling on the name. How you gonna not call on the name? Here's my question. If you ain't calling on the name, then what blood is protecting? What blood? Where y'all buying y'all goats and sacrificing them on the altar with? And that's only gonna piss your house shot off. For the motherfucker that think they can do that secretly and buy a goat or a lamb and sacrifice it, oh, my blood ain't good enough. Yeah, okay. He already mad at the two. He mad at the two Romans.
Are you Old Testament only Israelites? Y'all food.
That's it. Ain't no salvation for you. You don't believe in the only blood that's gonna be able to save you. You don't believe on the only name that's gonna be able to save you.
That's it. You didn't wait. Especially the ones that get on the plane, took their ass over to Israel.
Yeah.
Ain't they getting kicked out of Israel now?
They get
Might
their ass
have
fucked
to
over.
do that.
Yeah, there was some of them that was getting kicked out. I saw that. They've been over there like 30-something years and whatnot, and they get kicked out. Some of them, yep, they was. Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms 18:1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord, who spake unto the Lord the words of this song in the day that the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies, and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies.
That's a beautiful spirit to be in, because you think of what David represented when he was in battle, man. He was a great warrior.
Right.
He was above Saul. He was above all of them. But at the end of the day, he's calling on the Lord. He's not trusting himself. He can go out here and slay a bunch of men.
Right.
You know,
Even though he was capable of
he
doing
was
it.
capable of doing it. But no, he called on the Lord when he was in trouble.
And whenever David got ready to go and do anything, he always questioned the Lord first. Do you want me to go out there and handle this? Or no? Lord has given him one of the prophets, the prophet that'd be around, Nathan or whatever it was, will let him know either do it or don't do it. Or he'll say, bring me the cloth so I can go and speak to the Lord and see what he want me to do. Think about that. Here's a warrior king that can put on the people out and go and talk to the Lord. That's beautiful, man. I want to do your will. What you want me to do? You want me to smoke their ass? Like, dog, he said, I knew when I saw that motherfucker he was gonna bring some fucking drama to me. I should have smoked his ass when I saw his ass. Motherfucking Edomite motherfucker. When he got the Goliath's fucking sword that was on the run, and the Edomite sword, I know I should have smoked that motherfucker when I saw him.
This is Saul.
Yeah.
He got that priest kid.
Yeah. But yeah, this is what y'all don't understand is this book, as much as the most sold book on the planet, was actually only written for a select elect. It was written for a select elect. But y'all all get the chance to read and see where y'all place is gonna be. But everybody ain't gonna like their place.
Or read it and have illusions that you're gonna be in it.
Oh, they gonna be in it. They just don't know what role they gonna. And if they don't understand their role, they read the role of the hero and want to be that.
In the kingdom.
No, you the role of the slave, motherfucker. You gonna be the one getting beat with 40 strikes minus one. That's it. Y'all don't understand what's coming down the pipe. Y'all don't understand what it is that we see. Y'all don't understand the way these prices are going to wake your ass up. These prices, good sold cheap. That wasn't cheap. $230-something for a fucking pack of meat.
And the police force quit. I think they're trying to get them back.
Well, like I said,
Hey, you see what how Indiana?
Indiana, yeah.
Hey,
Ira cops.
they said you come here, you don't gotta take nothing.
That's it. Hey. That's almost like the NFL and free agency.
That's it.
Come on down, boys.
And that's gonna only
Fuel it.
collapse
It's Chicago.
a lot of these blue states, you know, faster. Because they doing that in California. Because I know some people out there, they don't want to take that shit either. So that shit gonna collapse.
Yeah. So you go create division. Why? Because Illinois, Princeton in Illinois is going to be pissed off at Indiana, the state of Indiana, because they don't have no tarantula venom fucking mandate. They ain't got it.
You have people fleeing.
I thought about it.
Texas, Indiana, Tennessee, Florida, basically red state.
Oh yeah, I thought about it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. Shit. Cheaper. Shit. Hey, we already
I would
got
go
a
somewhere warm though. I'd be like, all right.
No. Like I said, you know what I'm saying. But this is all I'm saying. Y'all don't understand and this is what I was saying. As shit fall apart, motherfucker go migrate. You gonna move. You gonna let me move around a little bit. You know, let me play into my wiggle room spot. There's got to be a little bit of wiggle room here. You know, it's like playing chess. Move from square to square, and I found a square that I can rest for a minute, then move to the next square, and do over here. The Lord say, just move around, be circumspect, pay attention, motherfucker. I'm gonna give you places to move around and be able to do what you need to do. While all this shit fall apart. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose of you understanding me. There's gonna be times when I'm gonna want you to move, and there's gonna be times when I'm gonna tell your ass to sit still and wait on me. Wait on me. You waiting for the fight, ain't you? You ain't going out there trying to fight on your own, are you? You waiting for me to raise up. Wait on me then, damn it. Because when he raise up, the whole world gonna know.
The whole world stop. Stay chariots.
Hey. What do you say? Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Yeah. The whole world goes stop, drop, shut it down, open up shop. That's
Heart attacks.
That's it. Motherfuckers go, hearts go bust, and those go like, no, you don't get off that easy, motherfucker. you don't get off that easy. That's too easy. Hell no.
Scripture calls it the beginning of sorrow.
That's right.
Great famine, mourning, tribulation, and death. That's what's coming to this place, man. No matter if you took that shit or not.
That's it. So I was going to get a scripture, y'all.
I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, withstanding for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time, at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book.
The book written to the Israelites, man.
The elect of the Israelites.
Yeah, the elected Israelites.
That's it. Because like I said, people read this book. They go want to be in positions that is not meant for them to be. They're going to have scenarios that's not them. And it's that no. You think the slave want to read this book and realize that he's the slave?
Definitely
That his position is going to be the slave? Well, damn, that's 17 nations that fall under that. There's only 18 of them on the planet.
And also, I just picked up deliverance is synonymous with trouble. That's
Right.
Right? So that's something you gotta face and go through. It ain't gonna be no rapture. And you wait till the damn trouble is over on earth. No, you gotta go through it. Alright? He that endures to the end, the same should be saved.
And it says, it's going to be a time of trouble it's never before seen. So it was a nation. Think about, the deliverance from Egypt, darkness in the field, the flood. This is going to be worse than the flood. You only had 8 people that survived the flood.
There was so much wickedness going on in the days of Noah, and now in this kingdom is more wickeder than all the other kingdoms that have ever
Combined.
been.
Combined. This kingdom here that's led by Babylon, the Greek motherfuckers and whatnot, is more wicked than anything you've ever seen ever. Ever. Like I said, anytime you can take a straight male and he don't know what he's laying down with, and that what he's laying down with isn't obligated to tell him what it was.
Madness.
That's madness, man. He's not obligated. He don't have to. I looked at myself as a female. I've always thought of myself as a female. And now that all my anatomy appears to be that of a female, I don't have to tell you that I was a male, ever.
Then society will give you an award as you woman of the fucking year.
Yeah, that's Dave Chappelle say.
Insane.
What? Woman for 1 year. Beat all them other bitches out. Madness, man. Madness. All these women that have been being a woman all these years, and here's a motherfucker that's only been a woman 1 year, and he's woman of the year.
And even to call this person, this thing a woman, which is a man, it's fucking, you psychotic.
That's it. And you want me to be open-minded. Accept it.
All the same.
I accepted that.
And then the confusion of a man switching his body to be a woman and a woman to be a man, and then they get in a relationship, which is it's a bunch of confusion.
Hey.
I've seen that shit, man. That's bad.
Hey, exactly. I've seen that.
It was reversed, so-called reversed.
The
man walking around, so-called
pregnant.
man
God, no.
with a beard and a
pregnant.
belly. But if you got your senses, you see through it. You're a woman.
Yeah, that happened on Jerry Springer back in the day. A dude cut his rod off to become a woman, and then a woman fucking became the fucking man in a relationship. And I'm like, y'all just couldn't do the shit normal, huh? Y'all just had to go fucking.
That's really what you got at the end of the day, a man and a woman.
Had to go roll. Hey, exactly. You wanted to be a woman. I can repeat that.
Yeah, you can't fucking.
I don't try to. I just say I don't need to wrap my mind around that.
We got our mind wrapped around it. It's called death.
Exactly.
See, y'all just eat death.
That's it. As they say, it's like a horse. You know, in the old western, horse been riding, motherfucker been riding on the horse. Horse that rode so hard, that hurt his ankle, whatever, can't get up, can't walk, can't do nothing. Motherfucker say, I'm better off putting this horse down. I do you a favor if I put you down. You walking around here all confused. You got that conflict because you know in your mind the Lord made a mistake. No, you didn't.
Man, I got a scripture.
Go ahead, Al.
Ecclesiastes 1:17. It says, and I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and
Man.
folly.
Wow.
I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So when you in your right mind, this place irritates the hell out of you.
Yeah, it does.
All right? Everybody else is happy-go-lucky. Don't worry, be happy. You love the world and love society. Guess what? That's contrary to the scriptures, man. He that loves this world, guess what? Has enmity with the Most High. Most High is against this world.
Yeah, and you want to know what? I'm going to tell you. For the most part, I think there's more people that are actually upset than they want to let on to be because they got to be politically correct.
You gotta stand on it. If you believe something, you gotta stand on it.
But they don't. They don't.
That's why you see-
They trim as they lamb, looking for love because they don't. Because to stand on it and be politically correct, to stand on it and not be politically correct, but to be right in the process means that you're gonna have to be able to take the heat. Nobody can take the heat.
That's why you see only so many brothers come out here to do this work. People don't want to come out here and be a spectacle. What's that scripture? I see that's almost the Lord set forth the apostles last, the spectacle of the man, the
Yep,
Corinthians.
yep.
And some brother can find that. Because that's what this thing is ultimately going to be about. Esau is coming down with that pressure.
Right.
And if you stand for your how about you now Shai, you're going to have to bear that. Regardless.
And nobody wants to do that. People will say that they'll stand on it. You got it?
With 1 Corinthians 4:9, it says, "For I think that Yahweh has sent forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death,
Right?
for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men."
Right. So we're going to be magnified. As Esau pushes that clamp down tighter and tighter, you're going to have a lot of these people that don't believe in the truth, that might not want that juice right now, they're going to fucking fold. But we're going to be one of the last holdouts, Israelites, right? It's not going to take it. Say it.
It says, "Well, I think that Yahweh has sent us, like, we are fools for Mashiach's sake."
Because
We are fools, he said, we are fools for Yahweh Shai's sake. So this look foolish unto the world.
Yep.
And we'll be a fool. You don't have to believe in your science or your experts. Right?
Right.
We got the expert testimony right here. It's a testimony of what? Yahweh Shai. It comes in the volume of the book. He tells you what to do and not to do. What to eat and what not to eat. Right? Keep going.
Said, "But ye are wise in Mashiach, we are weak, but ye are strong, ye are honorable, but we are despised."
Keep going.
It says, "Even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place."
We're gonna live this. Hey, you think about the book of Acts, how the disciples, apostles went to jail, got beat, right? Hey, you think we're not gonna go through these things in these times, man? No certain dwelling place, hungry, thirsty, because they getting ready to cut everything off. I just did a lesson about Austria. They say if you don't got the juice, hey, you're gonna be locked down away from society.
right.
And this is in the country of Austria. So how much more when they try to implement that shit over here? We're going to eventually be on the outskirts because all this is leading to that mark.
That's it.
Keep going.
It says, "And labor working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer."
Suffering. Being persecuted, we suffer. A lot of guys don't want to suffer. A lot of people don't want to be persecuted. You get the guy up here that worked for the government making $26, $28 an hour.
Right.
He was like, I got a family to feed. I'm taking it.
And see, a person like that You can't have him among you. Why? Because when the shit hit the fan, he's gonna fold. And he'll fold, and if he's inside your fold or whatnot, whatever deal he can cut to make shit easier for him is what he gonna do.
Yeah.
He go cut the deal. He don't have the integrity or the fortitude, and he definitely doesn't have the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Shai on him to even deal. Yahweh Shai didn't want to deal with what he dealt with, but guess what? He prayed 3 times, didn't get an answer. Hey, gotta do it. I gotta do it. Go ahead.
Says, being defamed, we entreat, we are made as the filth of the world, and the offscouring of all things unto this day.
Of the filth of the world. When you consider that, what you're involved in, the apostle says all the time. Realize what you're involved in. Have you counted the cost? You see? There's a parable about a man that
went to build a tower.
Yeah, he couldn't finish it. Yeah. Everybody started to mock him.
They mocked him.
So realize what you're a part of. Because this road is only going to get bumpy, rocky, more obstacles. And some people are going to run to those obstacles and guess what? Turn around. And I've seen that over the years.
Hey.
So how much more in the end where the fire is truly going to come back?
Hey, as they say, that's the parable of the seeds falling into the different parts of the soil. You know, they come in this thing and whatnot, and as this thing heats up, it chokes them off the cares of the world, chokes it off, and this, that, and the other. That's exactly. But
Man, I can't be comfortable like that. I can't have no place like this. I can't have my food when I want my food, or I can't go in here anymore.
How you gonna have your food when it says that the servant isn't greater than the master? Yahweh Shai said that the fox have holes, but the Son of Man have no place to lay his head. How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? Think about that. Think about that. Really wrap your mind around what was just quoted. The foxes, animals had a home that they can call their own. But the Son of Man, the one that was given the blueprint and built all of this shit, didn't have a place to lay his head on the blue diamond that he made that's called Earth.
I got something right behind you. 2 Corinthians 8:9. For ye know the grace of our Lord Yahweh Shai, that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor.
Owned it all.
That ye, through his poverty, might be rich.
Owned it all. It was all his. It's all his. When he come back, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back to try to swindle or acquire something that ain't his. He coming back and rightfully taking control of what his.
He ain't coming back lowly
That's
this
it.
time. He coming back to conquer.
He coming back and, you know, y'all hate to hear this word. He coming back gangster.
Hey, that's it.
I ain't gonna meet you as a man. I'm coming back, blaze of glory, fucking busting it off. Got my crew with me. Got my crew with me.
Every eye gonna see that.
This is Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Hey, I'm coming back. I'm coming back with my battle gear, my battle crew. Okay. Hey, if you don't know what that look like, go look at one of them old Battlestar Galacticas motherfucking TV series when the Armada used to come in and whatnot. As far as the eye can see, you got ships up there doing their thing. And he said, and I ain't coming back here to negotiate. I ain't coming back here asking, can I get my shit? I'm coming back here, and I'm telling you, no, hold on. You sit down at the table, want to negotiate. No, stand your ass up. Stand your ass up. So when I beat your ass and knock you down, you got further to fall, nigga.
Just imagine that. entire sky across the globe. Hey, across the globe, full of chariots.
That's right.
These people are gonna be pissing and shitting on themselves. They gonna be fucking going crazy. They gonna fucking losing it.
That's right.
They ain't gonna have most people ain't gonna have a clue what that is. They gonna think that we've been invaded.
And we gonna be looking talking about Brooklyn! Yeah, boy! That nigga lost his mind.
Like, you see a man get beat up and shit. Like, oh shit. Like, shit.
Hey. Hey. Blue tractor beam, 2 feet in front of me. Come on, let me see if I can trip walk into this.
Look, you gonna have somebody like, no, look at somebody trying to grab you, pull him like, let him go. You gonna be like, get the fuck off me.
No. Hey. Blue beam for you. They stick their hand in that shit started burning, tearing that shit up.
I got a quick
Go
testimony.
ahead,
You just reminded me when you were like cheering. It was a couple years back. I told one of my cousins, they used to live with us. I told them about the truth,
Right.
and that there was destruction gonna come. And that same day, I believe he went to sleep, and he woke up, and he said, David, and he said, bro, I just had a crazy dream. He said, everything what you were telling me, it was all in the dream. I was hearing shit. There was a bunch of fire, bullets going. It was basically chaos out
right?
in the street.
Right.
He got out the house. He said he seen me and my brother going like, yeah, they're here. It's time. It's here. We're cheering and shit because there was chariots beaming down, lasers, what you was just saying, people vaporizing. Man.
Now y'all don't have a clue. The scariest day of your life is gonna be the greatest day that we've ever seen.
It's funny how he told your cousin the truth, and the Lord gave him that dream.
That's it. So you can see it. Sometimes it's hard to imagine certain things, but as the old cliche saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. He have a dream and can have a vivid imagination and see it. Hell, Ezra got a vision and was sick from it. He was like, oh, damn. There was so much carnage that I was sick. Could you imagine seeing something and it got your ass throwing your guts up? Ezra would say, woe is me. Who gonna save me in that day? This is a man of the Lord seeing a vision, and it's got him discombobulated, baby.
That's bad. You look at these zombie shows, and it's just they running around, just tear around every block, every corner. It's gonna be even worse than that.
You can't imagine.
You can't imagine. And you look at some of that shit, like, damn.
That's Hollywood. They
That's
find
Hollywood.
food, bullets, and guns. They ain't even gonna have half that shit. Fucking Hollywood. That's a movie.
That's it. Some Horrorwood shit.
It's gonna be like that show Black Summer for worse.
Oh, man.
So y'all don't understand what y'all don't understand.
Them people's cold in the shows, man. They show you the love mini show Wax Cold. You watch The Walking Dead, you watch Black Summer, and these people's spirit, you know, they'll kill somebody instant, don't even flinch. Oh, they may be a threat, let me just go ahead and take them out real quick.
That's military. That's military.
That's it.
Hey, you take a motherfucker and drop. Look, people don't understand. If you're dropped behind enemy lines, which is what we at, this is enemy lines for us. Nope. As far north as you can go, stateside. As far south as you can go, stateside. As far east as you can go, stateside. As far west as you can go, stateside. This is all still a prison camp for us. We was pulled and put in enemy territory. Y'all got comfortable in jail. They don't realize it. They done got comfortable in jail. Just because you thought you was a king, you living, and you ain't even a kingpin. You one of the kingpin henchmen. In motherfucking inside a grand prison of scheme of things. And y'all and they happy with it. We looking for the jailbreak. That's what we looking for. We looking for the jailbreak. We hey.
Everybody been domesticated. Man.
That's it.
They're not battle hardened. They ain't used to seeing blood, gore, and people drop dead in front of them. So it's going to be a shock to the system. It's going to be wild.
Hey man, you know, you're not always used to it, even if you didn't see it. You're not always used to it. Sometimes you have to get reacclimated. Because the smell can throw you. The smell can throw you, man. And you could be used to it and got used to it and hardened and then been removed, and it'll throw you. Like, oh shit. Forget what that smell like. Throwing up again. I gotta get used to this shit. People don't know what it's like to be put in somebody else's land and you're the enemy. We was put in this land, but we're the enemy in this land. 17. The election was put on this planet, and guess what? The planet right now, with the mindset that it's got, is the enemy to us. The entire planet is the enemy to us. Because wherever there's an elect Israelite at, you better best believe you're surrounded by your enemies, bro. You're surrounded by your enemies. Because they have no love for you. And if you can be a negotiating pawn to make things just a little bit easier for them for just a little amount of time, they gonna run with that. Because a demon gonna make them do it. What you protecting him from? He just told you that your life is worthless. You ain't got the right mindset. Yahweh Shai is who you supposed to be trying to serve and live and be willing to die for. And I told him, fuck you stupid. So now he's seeing all this shit jump off. You ready to put your ass in the motherfucker. You ready to turn on your ass in a heartbeat. That's what they say. Let's prove him and see what he do. What the scripture say? Prove him. He clean contrary to us. He done turned on the human race. We turned on the human race. Because we looking to become extraterrestrial. Fuck you humans. Fuck the shit y'all on. Fuck the life you want to have. Fuck the existence you looking for. As I like to say at work, when motherfuckers come up and say something stupid, fuck you, the horse you rode in on, the corral you let him sleep in, and the hay you fed.
It says they have this Psalms 1:9 and 3. It says I'm gonna read it too. Psalms 1:9 and 2. It says, "For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They have compassed me about also with words of hatred and have fought against me without a cause."
Go back up and read that a little bit. I'll pick up the part with the lying tongue.
It says, I'll reread it. It says, "For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are open against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue."
Stop. Didn't those men, wasn't those men instructed to follow Yahweh Shai and try to find some words that they could catch him up with? When they thought they caught him, didn't they go and lie on him? They used a lying tongue to prosecute Yahweh Shai. The lie was so obvious. Peep this. Here's how bad it is. The lie was so obvious that the Edomite washed his hands. He said, "I don't want no problems with this." You motherfuckers are, you motherfucking so-called righteous men in Israel that's supposed to be the spiritual leaders, y'all know some bullshit. I don't want no part of it. I'm washing my hands of this. He ain't done nothing worthy of death. I'm washing my hands of this. An Edomite didn't want no part of putting an Israelite to death. When have you ever heard of that?
Why you niggas? Number one on the list.
With a bullet. Or a nice dagger, a good sword. And not like I don't want to use a bullet because that's too motherfucking impersonal. As Malcolm would say. Up close, the blade is in you right now. Let's get closer. Twisting and turning. Hey, twist and shout. This is what we own. Because this whole planet is against the kingdom of heaven coming in right now. And since you're against that, give me that. I'll hate you with a perfect hate. I hate them with a perfect hate. Yeah, yeah.
So we can hit them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms 139 and 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. I am not grieved with those that rise up against thee.
I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem hating the motherfuckers that hate you, Yahweh Shah. I got no problem with that. If they're against you, as they say, the enemy of my enemy can be my friend. But the friend of my enemy is what? The friend of my enemy is my enemy. If they hate you, they hate me. Read.
It says, I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
I count them as my enemy. If they don't have love for you, Yahweh Shah, I ain't got no love for them. They want to look at you sideways. They want to say what you say is not politically correct. That is harsh. It's toxic masculinity. They call me the Toxic Avenger.
There's Luke 19 and 27. But those my enemies, which will not that I shall reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
That's enough said. Y'all don't want Yahweh Shah to reign over you. You can die a horrible, gruesome, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Ostentatious. I hope that's the correct word. Ostentatious death. I wanted to be grandioso. I wanted to be so over the top that nobody wants to go through what it is that they watch you go through. And I want to be right there in the middle of it, doing it and administering it.
That's cold. I just seen, we might have seen The Walking Dead. Remember the guy that had the bat with the barbed wire on it? And he beat the guy's head into basically mush. That's a horrible death.
That's it. Look. His body was beaten beyond recognition, the worst beating ever. And y'all don't want to bow down and show love and show honor and show respect and homage and
You Israelites, man.
and understand what he did for y'all. Fuck y'all, man. Fuck y'all. Y'all can die for all I care.
It ain't gonna die, man. You hard-headed, knuckle-headed ass niggas out there. Lord, man, he took the beats. He took getting spit in the face. He took the crown of thorns. All for you to sit there and desire a murder at the end of the day. So guess what? Your blood is on your fucking hands. That's it.
So since it's on your hands, but it's in your body, I'm hoping that he let me be part of that so I can pull it out your body for you. So with that, we We're going to send all praises, honor, and glory out to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakadah.
To the apostles and elders, the GMS out of New York. Again, we send double honors because they do real well. For the election's sake, we send a hearty shalom, and for the 17 nations and the 2/3, a bar.
Baba.